It's time for another episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Episode 59 is what I'm getting into now, and I feel like this show has just hit peak storytelling in these last few episodes. And I feel like I'm pretty confident they're going to ride this like wave of excellence all the way through to the end, with only a limited number of episodes left. Really am more engaged and more involved with this show than I've been at any point since I began, which is kind of how you want most stories to go, right? You want them to start really strong, but you definitely want them to finish strongly. So I'm so happy about how it looks like this story is closing and wrapping things up, and I can't wait to continue to get it. And then, of course, I'm going to be like rushing headfirst into the finale because I want to see what happens, and then I'm going to absolutely miss it once it's gone. Isn't that how things work? Well, anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got in episode 59. Also, during the OP, I do like to remind folks to have a Patreon now. I know quite a few of you are members of the Patreon now, and I thank you very much for that. But some of you maybe didn't know I had a Patreon. Maybe it's your first time watching one of my videos. You want to go check it out, see what's going on at the Anime Dad Patreon? Well, there is a link in the video description. Okay, and another cold opening. Just back with Mustang. Oh, yes. And how he's dealing with that whole gambit that he was given by Dr. Teeth there, the gold tooth guy. You have to perform transmutation to save this person who we know you love, Hawkeye, or else she's going to die. But she's telling him, no, I was ordered not to die, so I'm not going to die. She definitely doesn't want him. They need, I'm assuming, 5 sacrifices, and so far they only have 3. So they really want him to open that door so he can qualify to be one of the sacrifices. And he is faced with such a horrible decision, such an impossible position to be put in. But I have somehow confidence in these two that they're not going to fall for it somehow. I just don't know how he's going to get out of it. But I know Mustang is the man. He's a tough cookie. So I want to see him lay a little smackdown on these guys in a way that only Roy Mustang can do. Now he's talking about how he showed a little bit of kindness to these people, but he still sees them as tools to be used, and they're grateful to have had the life they've had so far. These are of course, just a reminder, the rejects from what I'll call the Führer project, where they tried to pick the perfect vessel to become the Führer. Oh, they've already got the circle drawn around Hawkeye? Lost Light is the name of this episode, so let's see what happens here. And the Philosopher's Stone hits somebody on top of the head. Dr. Teeth is gone. Oh, somebody yanked Dr. Teeth up. It's one of those chimera beasts. This must be someone that he experimented on or something. Maybe from the 5th laboratory, or who knows where Dr. Teeth was. But yeah, I love it. The chimera has him in like a mucusy sling, which is totally disgusting, around his neck. Third-rate line. I like it. This chimera dude with the mucusy sling doesn't care, about Hawkeye's future, I guess. Which is sad. There, we got more troops there to the rescue. Oh! Yeah, there goes Mustang. With a little help from his friends, there's a Philosopher's Stone just waiting for... Oh, no! It got kicked out of the way or something. She didn't get to pick it up. Of course, we know the little girl wants a Philosopher's Stone. Ah, some good action here, and unfortunately a little buffering's breaking up the action on me. But it's like this nice race to try and get your hands on that vial containing the Philosopher's Stone before it gets lost or kicked away. And she's got alchemy, so she can perform healing, right? But if she performs healing, then she may have to abandon her pursuit of that vial with the Philosopher's Stone in it. She's making the right choice, though. Oh, she drawn a circle in blood? Ah, there we go. And there's that healing from the alchemy. And I guess I lost sight of the ultimate plan, I think, was to turn the alchemy circle around Amestris into a alchemy healing circle or something. Reversing the polarity, if you will. Oh, yay! Hawkeye was saved, and Mustang didn't have to sacrifice himself to the goals of father. Yeah. Talking about the nonverbal communication that only happens between people who've known each other a long time. If you perform human transmutation, I'll shoot you, is what her eyes were saying. That's great. So the Chimera helpers came in and saved the day, a little bit of cavalry. But what happened with that little vial of Philosopher's Stone? You know, that's absolutely what her goal was. There she goes. Uh-oh. Is Dr. Teeth back? Or is that King Bradley? King Bradley! After his fight and falling into the water, now he's facing off with Mustang. They're eye to eye, and I've said during his battle with Greed that what I was really looking forward to was a battle between Bradley and Mustang, and I really want Mustang to burn him to the ground because we've seen Mustang has taken out homunculi before, so why not again, right? And we know his goal is to unseat Bradley. Oh, just in case we forgot, here's Bradley getting shot in the shoulder and falling in the water, and then I guess he swims into those underground ducts. Those catacombs or whatever those things are. There he sees a little drain with conveniently has the bars cut out of it. Imagine all the debris that washes in there without any kind of grate. That's totally disgusting. There should be turds floating in the water as he climbs up. Let's make it authentic gray water. Why not? Oh, and here he is. Ready to attack. Okay, I like this because this was sort of Bradley's plan to put Mustang in this situation, and Bradley had the wrong estimation. I don't know if I would call that an underestimation, just an incorrect estimate of how Mustang would react in that situation. Okay, so are we gonna see something I'm not expecting here out of Bradley? Like, is he gonna start to have some admiration for the humans or something? Is he suddenly not going to be as much of an enemy? Like, is he going to throw me for an absolute loop in that way? Oh, okay, no. You infuriate me when you don't behave in a manner that I can predict. Okay. Oh, she can sense father, maybe? That is such a disgusting mucus sling. I don't know, is that supposed to be a translucent tongue or something? It's one of the more gross things I've seen is the mucus sling. Oh, the mucus sling gave out. I was telling him to run. Uh-oh. Something bad must be on the way. Oh, everybody thinks this is bad. So what's going to come out of those pipes? Now I'm nervous. Oh, it's Pride. Or is it Father? I think it's Father, actually. Father just has that same kind of construction now, since he turned into a shadow beast. Yeah, it's not Father, it's Pride. Okay, Pride's still pretty bad, though. Still very bad, actually. So, I wonder what kind of reception Pride and Bradley are going to have for one another, since they lived as father and son for a while. Oh, and there comes Bradley, not hesitating to take the fight to Mustang. And Mustang not backing down, but oh, he took a rough hit. Mustang not doing nearly as well in this fight as I thought he would. Oh, no. Both swords pinned his palms to the ground. He can't snap his fingers. He's been essentially disarmed. Oh. Oh. Pride doesn't like Dr. Teeth. He just killed Dr. Teeth for some reason. Oh, what is this here? These little tendrils have drawn some kind of circle around him. Is that a transmutation circle? Gonna force him to be the fifth? So I only recall 3 sacrifices. Maybe Hohenheim was the 4th. I understand they need a 5th, but I'm missing the 4th somehow. Oh yeah, at some point we do have to check in with our sacrifices in the other realm, right? Oh, and the eclipse is when it all has to happen, so they're on a clock. Oh, man. I don't know if my heart can take it. This is not looking good for Hawkeye. I mean, not looking good for Mustang at all. I think, is he going to become another sacrifice? I didn't think that the sacrifices they've had so far would be sacrifices. So now, if they want to sacrifice him, they probably will. But I really wanted him to burn the Fuhrer to a pulp and, dethrone him or whatever you want to say. So is Dr. Teeth gonna be the fifth sacrifice? It looks like Dr. Teeth is gonna be a sacrifice, maybe the way he's wrapped up in this whole circle too. So they're gonna force Dr. Teeth to perform the transmutation. I gotta watch and see what happens. Yeah, everybody loses something. What's he gonna lose? You know, Azumi Curtis lost her womb. Alphonse lost his whole body. Edward lost an arm and a leg. Let's see what's missing from Mustang. It's just a... Dr. Teeth turned into a blob. Ooh, and he's still got that gold tooth, so you know it's him. So Dr. Teeth was the victim. Not a sacrifice. He's a victim of the transmutation to make Mustang eligible to be sacrificed. Oh no, and Mustang was immediately sacrificed. Alright, are we going to see what's become of him? Oh man, Mustang did not last long in his fight with the Fuhrer. I absolutely thought Mustang was going to be the man to get rid of the Fuhrer. That did not go the way I estimated. So the Fuhrer, King Bradley, is not alone in his inability to estimate what's going to happen from these humans. Because I was way off the mark. Oh. Okay, so who's down below? So something's down that hole that they got to stop. That's probably Father, I guess. I don't know. We got to go see what's down there now. They're just giving us... Oh, Scar in the Fuhrer. I wouldn't mind seeing this battle. I think Scar could give him a pretty good fight, though he's no Mustang. All right, let's see what condition Mustang's in. So he is in the void with Truth. He's not in Father's dark void, at least not yet. I guess he comes back and then gets sacrificed. So we got to see what Mustang looks like when he comes back, and then somehow will he be able to avoid being sacrificed, or is he going to suffer the same fate as our three friends there? Oh, looks like he's going directly to the sacrificial realm. Yep. There was no coming back. He just went straight to Truth and then to the sacrificial space, which is not a separate realm. It's just a deeper layer in this tunnel. Okay. Let's see what he's missing. His eyes? There's something on his face. Like, because they're intentionally delaying the reveal of his face. And they said that Alphonse has not arrived yet. But it looked like his armor was there, so they saying they're waiting for his actual physical form to arrive, because that would give him an opportunity, maybe. Oh, he's blind! They took his sight! Oh, he's a blind warrior now. I mean, that's awful that he lost his vision, but that is kind of a cool, character type sometimes. A blind swordsman. Only instead of a swordsman, he's an alchemist, and he fights by sense of smell. Zatoichi? Is that the name of the blind swordsman from the movies? So we've got a Zatoichi on our hands. Oh, so they're kind of glad he can't see because maybe that keeps him from attacking. Oh, is Pride falling apart or just unable to hold his human form? Or I don't know what's up with Pride there. Part of his face dropping off and dusting. Yeah, he was forced into it. I still don't know the mechanics of how you force somebody to perform a certain type of alchemy. But yeah, I think that's just the empty armor, that Alphonse's soul is back in his physical form. They're waiting to get that to show up. Yeah, truth is cruel. I like that idea, because the truth hurts, the truth is cruel, etc. And then we've got, I'm going to call Father here Lie, because he's like the anti-truth with the whole black color scheme versus the white. Of course, he does have all the eyeballs. Whereas Truth has no eyeballs. Truth is blind, Justice is blind. I don't know if there's something to that. They're kind of talking about the irony of the price that everyone had to pay. That's why he lost his vision. Said he lost his eyes. His eyes are still there. He just can't see. He's lost his vision. Yeah. I'm totally with Edward here about the whole injustice of punishing someone and making someone pay the price for something they didn't even want to do. They were forced to do it. Truth, ironically, truth should know the truth, right? Should take something from the Fuhrer, which would be interesting. But I don't think you can take something from an homunculus. They're not real, even though he's the most human for reasons. Come on, Scar. Just get a hand on him. Get a hand on him. Oh, so close. I mean, make him at least pay a little. Oh, it's almost like a scar over his eyelid there. Come on, Scar. Come on. You're a rough customer. Let's let him have it. Haha, I'm a man with no name. Call me vengeance. Call me judgment. Call me your just desserts. Oh, Bradley doesn't know his real name. Scar doesn't know his real name. Two nameless men. Fellow nameless ones who killed each other. I like that concept. Of course, I'm rooting for Scar here, but I still want there to be some way in which Mustang can settle his own score. But blinded, I don't know. He may not have much role left to play. Come on, Scar. This is the guy you should be upset with. Ho, ho, ho! They see the destruction up above, and there comes the little girl and her panda. Let's go, May. Throw your panda at father there and let him get bitten by the panda. That might distract him. Yeah, she can feel his chi, his ki, however you want to pronounce it. Oh, and she loves Alphonse, and Alphonse is inanimate. I mean, still animation, but you know what I mean. I don't think his spirit is blood sealed into that armor. I think he's been reunited with his body, and until they bring it back, they can't complete this. Oh, here we're going to see it. There, the sad, emaciated Alphonse Elric's physical form, talking to his blood sealed armor in the white void. Oh, so it's so interesting to me that the body still has some personality, even though it doesn't quite have a soul. And there, the lights went out on the armor. Does that mean that the soul has gone back to its original host? Or is this a trick? A trap? Okay, I wasn't expecting this little exchange to go down. Does he not like the emaciated form? Oh, he's willing to give up his dream of getting his body back because he wants to be there to fight for his brother and for humanity and for a mistress, etc., etc., etc. Oh, the recurring sacrifice of Alphonse. He's the sweetest, purest, most wholesome character I've ever seen. Always sacrificing himself. Kind of a Ben Grimm scenario. The only way he can help is to give up on his dream. Oh, it makes me cry. On the inside. I'm far too manly to cry on the outside. Arrgh. Not true. Okay. So what's the proposition here with all the shadows? Telling him he could step back through without his body? No, Alphonse. Don't make this decision. No. Oh, no. Are we going to see his armor come back to life once he gets pulled through this doorway? Oh, man, heartbreak. Oh, but he's still not giving up forever. Okay, that's better, I suppose. He's like, I'm still coming back for my body. I just got to, finish roughing up a couple of ne'er-do-wells first. Just let me clobber one more person, then I'll be back. Yep, now he comes back away because he made that horribly sad. I won't say it's a horrible decision. Horribly sad, horribly heartbreaking decision. So they're all there with Mustang. I'm still only counting 4 sacrifices. Don't they need a 5th? Oh, wow. Alphonse talking to himself, which still kind of messes with my head to think that Alphonse's body still has personality without soul. End of a sad episode. Man, heartbreaking episode? I don't know, but definitely a sad episode. We saw things not go so well for Mustang. We saw Alphonse make such a difficult choice that I didn't want him to make. I'm almost like, let's just lose the fight and get your body back, you know? Just get your body and run for Jing or somewhere. Just get out of Amestris as quick as you can. But that's not who Alphonse is. That's the kind of selfish character I might be, but it's definitely not Alphonse. So, man, just so much to process here. Hit so hard, keeping that storytelling at a high rate. Absolutely being unwound, being told in a way that though it utilizes some good storytelling tropes to help us feel familiar with the story, I can't predict what's going to happen. I totally made the wrong call with the Mustang Fuhrer fight. So goes to show it's still keeping me interested, keeping me puzzled by being just a little unpredictable, but not being totally random and off the wall. Can't wait for the next episode. It's like I said before, I want to run full speed to the end, and then once it's over with, I'm going to feel this big emptiness in my heart. I know that. But you know what? Nothing's stopping me from going back and watching it again, is there? All right, and with that, I'm going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.